Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Medley number 169. Oh my god, I just got here, Lord. Sweet. Why do I have my car keys in my pocket? Well, good morning. Welcome to Morning Medley number 169. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. Oh, it's so good today. Guys, I think I understand what I was doing wrong all the time. Marvelous. Okay, so my smoothies. Whoa, I'm lopsided. Here we go. Let's just fix that really quick. Or, I mean, do the best we can. I can't fix everything. How's that? It's better. It's not perfect. Okay, Zodiac, Lord, thank you. First things first, I'm grateful. For your, Hi, May. Thank you as well. Hey, it's the amount of pennies that the stream is. I like that. Jaime, I like that. Zodiac, Jaime, Lord, thank you all for your generous contributions. If there's anything either of you want to hear throughout the stream, please let me know. Right now, I want to say, when I first started making smoothies, this is a quick nothing point. I'll move on past it very, very fast. Hello, Jordan. Good morning. Hello, Maddie, and good morning. Hello, Cyber, and good morning. Good morning, Lindsay, as well. When I first started making my morning smoothies years ago, I used to just make them with bananas and strawberries. It was okay. It was okay. But as you can imagine, if you're trying to fill up a cup this big with bananas and strawberries, you're eating quite a bit of bananas and strawberries. And so, as I started adding other stuff, I was like, oh, the bananas are like, I mean, my smoothies are kind of like tart and tangy, tart, sour a little bit. But it's okay. I mean, if they were really cold, you wouldn't be able to tell, but the more room temperature it became throughout the stream, I was like, it's got a bite to it. And I think it's just because I'm putting in too many strawberries. I'm an idiot. Like, today, I put in very little strawberry and more of the other things. It's like a weird visual thing. It's like when I'm looking at the mix, I want there to be more strawberries because otherwise it's not as red, but it'll be red in the end. It needs to be pink. Anyways, good morning, everybody. This is Spring Stream. I am doing A-okay, Jaime. Yesterday was another practice with Mac. Mac's a very interesting person, and I think I like spending time with her. It kind of sucks that I didn't spend much time with her before quarantine. Also, yesterday, everything got closed again. Our governor here in California closed all of the restaurants that were opening up. So, I mean, that's good, but people aren't taking it very well. People miss their Applebee's. It's not like Applebee's is closed. You can still eat Applebee's, but I think people have realized, for some reason, Applebee's doesn't taste as good if I eat it at home. It only tastes good if I'm eating it in the Applebee's. So everybody's really upset. And they want to go back to be able to eat instead of Applebee's. So that was yesterday. However, I don't care for Applebee's, and also I don't really need to eat in a restaurant right now, so I'm doing okay. But thank you for asking, Jaime. I'm glad. I'm glad you seem to care. Mm. Indeed, Zodiac, I am human. Humans need fruit. I think anyway. Oh wow. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Maddie, our governor is like okay. When I say it, my governor is okay. I think most of California is pretty Republican, but the cities that do most of the heavy lifting in California happen to be slightly more liberal, and so our governor. Sometimes I can't tell if he's just afraid of the far left culture centers of California, or if he truly cares about us and is like our fearless leader. He kind of makes a lot of like weird mistakes, and then he kind of backs up off of them. For example, he allowed Applebee's to open in the first place, which seemed like a big. I don't want to talk about politics anymore, guys. Ooh, smoothies. Cyber says she's a cutie. I don't know who's a cutie. I don't know who's a cutie. I like brown though. You know what's funny? We all know bears are cool. Bears are cool and they're cute and whatever. And we know like about Theodore Roosevelt and the teddy bear movement, and we know about Brown, the lion bear, and we know about the Rilakuma bear. Mm. And we know about Winnie the Pooh. You know, we're kind of surrounded by tons and tons of cute bears. And I can't help but be confused at why. I'm not saying bears aren't cute. I'm saying there's a lot of animals that actually look closer to whatever this weird perversion of the bear is that we've made. I'm saying that there are a lot of things like raccoons and squirrels or whatever that seem a little bit more naturally like small and cute, and bears are like these ferocious, giant, lumbering things. I'm not saying that they're only hideous and terrifying and not cute, but I'm just saying it feels like. What about my man, the corduroy bear? I'm not familiar with the corduroy bear. Maddie? Winnie is a bear's name, but Pooh is some kind of descriptor. The definition eludes me. Oh, cyber. Because he's a Pooh bear. No. Okay, so I said the same thing. Cyber. There is a cartoon, a Winnie the Pooh bear cartoon. There's a lot of Winnie the Pooh shows, but the one specifically I'm talking about was like an ABC one Saturday morning, came on after recess and like Pepper Ann, and it had the theme song like Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear. Those weren't the chords, but they somehow fit with the melody I was singing. But anyways, it was a Good Morning Gabriel. It was a song, and I was thinking to myself also like, why is he called Winnie the Bear? I mean Winnie the Pooh instead of Winnie the Bear. And I think Pooh Bears maybe are some British form of teddy bears. Like they couldn't call them teddy bears because that was like an American thing. They called them Pooh Bears. Maybe Pooh means like stuffed or uh, fluffy or cuddly, like a stuffed animal. Like we call them like, oh, plushies. I have so many plushies. Maybe they were called Poos. Oh, I have so many Poos. I've got a Pooh Bear. I've got a Pooh Donkey. I've got a. Maybe it was like Pillow Pooh. I don't know. This is a lot of speculation, but I think that's what it is. I think he's a Pooh Bear, and then eventually they just shortened it to the Pooh, like Winnie the Plushie instead of Winnie the Plushie Bear, right? And a Pooh isn't an animal. A Pooh is an object. He's an object first and foremost. Winnie's not a real bear. He's a Pooh Bear. Don't get him confused with a real bear. Winnie the Pooh is actually very small. You know what's weird about that? In Kingdom Hearts, he's so small. I know Kingdom Hearts isn't exactly canon for anything, even its own lore, which I can get to later if somebody really wants me to. But I know, I know nothing about Winnie the Pooh being in Kingdom Hearts is canon, but he's so small. And I think all this time I thought that Winnie the Pooh was like kind of big because you see him go inside of his tree, and his tree's, whatever size, and then that puts a lot of things into perspective. He's very small, not the size of a real bear. Maybe only slightly bigger than my brown. Okay. Hmm. Jaime says, according to the oh, that tastes so good, guys. I did it. Okay, Jaime says, according to the wiki, Christopher had named his toy bear after Winnie, a Canadian black bear he often saw. Oh, well, that's not the part that I have a problem with. I know that. But the Pooh, a swan they had met while on holiday, that is stupid. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. My description is so much better than that. I don't know if whoever got the keys to Wiki that day was just wiling out. I don't know if Christopher himself was an idiot, but I think the Pooh. No, I don't want to spend any more time here. It'll take up the whole stream. Um, ooh, I like that Office reference, Lord. I like that The Office has kind of become this thing, at least in my circle of friends, where The Office is like, oh, it's this extremely white, extremely unfunny, um, low-hanging fruit that only normies like, and I don't know, I watched it and I enjoyed it, so. So I make a lot of Office references and it pisses people off. I also make a lot of Friends references and it pisses people off. I also make a lot of Gossip Girl references and it doesn't piss people off because people don't get them. People don't get the reference, so it doesn't really have the opportunity to make anybody upset. I want to name my child Winter and call her Winnie for short, says Jordan. Well, it's your kid. That's the one cool thing we get to do. We get to name our main character in JRPGs, and we get to name our children. And there's nothing anybody can say or do to stop us. I think a Pooh, being a kind of teddy bear, makes sense in the way that Band-Aid has taken over the de facto nomenclature for bandages. Exactly. Or Kleenex doing the same thing with tissues. You can name yourself if you really want. This is true, Gabriel. Either in practice or in like legal fashion. I think it's only like a few bucks. I imagine a grape the size size of an apple, and it grows on trees, says Toad. Oh, imagine it grows the size of an apple and it grows on trees. You just described a plum, baby. To me, that's what a plum is. I don't know how many plums you eat, but plums just to me feel like big grapes. I mean, they do have a pit in the center of them, but with how like soft and easy to tear the skin is, and how like juicy and like weird the inside is. Um, yes. Okay. As a devout weeb, normie is a variable definition, says Lord. This is true. This is true. There are so many different types of normies, and I love that normie is a moving goalpost. I never finished Spring Street, by the way, guys. And I haven't said it this far, but I do want to thank everybody for actually being in the stream when my power was out. And I just assumed that people were going to be like, oh, I guess Omni's dead, and after maybe 5 or 10 minutes, you guys would leave. So thank you for staying in. I appreciate that. The internet modem goes out, and also I wouldn't be able to play keyboard, and the blender doesn't work. I basically become just a lump of coal when the power goes out. Gabriel says online as well. Our usernames become an extension of our name, sometimes bigger than our own names. If you call yourself Brick McGee 67 on Gmail as a 14-year-old, and your bank knows you as Brick McGee too. Yes, yes, yes. This is true. It's far-reaching, right? It's far-reaching. Oh, this is good. Is Leanna in here somewhere? I was actually walking and listening to your music, says Leo. Nice to see you live streamed. What song were you listening to, Leo? Thank you, Lindsay, for checking. I just wanted to make sure I didn't play Double Lutz without her in here. No, it's okay, Lindsay. Hero says it's fascinating what changes as normie in each and every community. There are communities so wrapped up in their own meta that they treat completely obscure things as normie. I mean, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, normie is a moving goalpost. And when I first moved to Los Angeles, I spent so much time with musicians that not only was it just that anybody who wasn't a musician or didn't listen to music was a normie, suddenly it was people that listened to certain type of music were normie, or people who played instruments a certain way were normies, or people who thought about music a certain way were normies. And the sphere of people who were considered knowledgeable and learned got smaller and smaller and smaller, and the sphere of people that were considered normies got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then once I was able to start talking to other people, since my circle had gotten so small, I became a normie in more and more areas of my life, and I actually enjoyed it. Sometimes being a normie is so cool. Well, let me back up. A lot of people in the stream know that I have like kind of a weird, not obsession with, but fascination with normie culture. And so I like to dip my tail feathers in it every now and then. And now it's a lot easier for me to do because I became so alienated from a lot of other things in art. I was creeping on Mac's Insta after she posted the story of you guys making music, and she seems like a really interesting free spirit. I like her energy. I like her energy a lot too. I met her at a very weird time in my life, and I thought, oh, yeah. Yeah. She's cool. There was a bunch of people at uni who only knew me by my online username and never knew my real name. Normie Tings, baby, says Jordan. I added the baby because that's what I say. I say Normie Tings, baby a lot to people. I say it a lot to normies, and it doesn't make any sense. If you're so deep in normie culture that the word normie doesn't mean anything to you, that's beautiful. I wish I was there. I would like to be there. There are a lot of things in normie culture that are fascinating. This group, Gabriel, there are a lot of things in things meta ignore because they block out normie stuff. Yeah, normie culture is cool. One of the bigger forms of a normie, to me, is non-creative. There's like non-creative people, and then there's like super consumers. To me, like a super consumer is somebody who literally all of their day they consume, and even their hobbies are consumption based. Like if somebody's like, "What's your hobby?" It's like, I like collecting figurines of penguins, like how I have a bunch of like Oswald things. So like that's my main hobby. Like if you see a penguin anywhere, please tell me, buy it for me, mail it to me, tell me where you saw it, put it on layaway. I want that penguin. But that's like that's their hobby when it comes to things that they're passionate about. It's like I love consuming, or their hobby is like I love K-pop. I just have to listen to K-pop. If there's a new K-pop track, I need to know what it is and who made it. And this is my hobby. I think that some normies are in consumption base, right? But then if you think about normie, it would be really hard to call a K-pop stan a normie because like we all know how deep that rabbit hole goes for them. So it's really interesting. If there's another blackout Zodiac, the stream will cease to be, and I will. Oh, actually, no. If there's another blackout Zodiac, the stream will not stop because my phone does have a significant charge, and right now I'm streaming off of my mobile data. However, this keyboard will stop working, and then the stream will turn into just a conversation, which I guess isn't so much of a far cry from what it is right now. But good question. What is your most obscure fascination? Says Lord. Probably Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, I would say. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, I feel like I'm constantly having to explain to people. So probably my most obscure fascination. Is meta what supposed non-normies call themselves? I have never called myself meta. I think that's the thing that Gabriel's introducing to the chat, but maybe that's what I'm taking it as, Maddie. I've since found the perfect way to look at everything is be able to rise above normie or not. Look at everything to be able to rise above normie or not. Okay, that's fair, Gabriel. Whenever you look at something, you have to look at it as macro, micro, super micro perspective, or normal meta and super meta. I can look at macro, micro, and super micro. It would be easier for me, that terminology, Gabriel. K-pop stands are just what they are. Oh boy, if you look at the Mona Lisa, you should be able to look at it as a timeless piece and as someone that was made yesterday, as it was made by your best friend or your worst enemy. The Mona Lisa, stripping it a little bit of its legend. I never heard a non-normie refer to themselves as meta. I thought that was just an adjective. Yeah, same. I think normie is like a very, very good example of like otherisms, because a lot of times when people have a term for like the enemy or the other or the people on the other side, they don't always have a term for themselves. There's like we're not the one that's weird. We don't need a title. It's them. They're the weird ones. Let's call them this. Yeah. But you should do vlogs once and this whole quarantine is over. Oh, you're not the first person to say that. I always say no because I say my life isn't interesting enough to support a vlog. But since I've said that, I've seen a lot of people with rather dull lives have very successful vlogs. So, 'Maybe I'm wild. Remember this one? 'Maybe I'm wild. 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 'May Basically, by looking at something from many angles, you can judge it fairly, for sure, Gabriel. This is a concept we all understand. Vlogs, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Jaime. This is the closest thing I probably have to a vlog. And I get to play piano. Win-win. I think a vlog's quality hinges more on the person rather than their lifestyle. This is a good point you're making, Lindsay. You know, a good person can make anything interesting. A good person, well, an interesting person can make anything interesting. A dull person can make even very interesting things not so entertaining. If the person's interesting, funny, cute, people will watch them do anything. I'm not going to go down that road, but you know I have things to say about that. You know I have things, feelings, thoughts, opinions about that. This song, I really want to do something with that. No, not that, but something really interesting about piano, just like any other art form or any other skill, you can take little bits and pieces from other pieces you've made and try to like make a little Franken piece out of them, and sometimes it'll end up being so interesting, so good. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Oh boy. Gabriel says the thing is, would you want to be a vlogger? You want your music to be seen by the world, but do you care about your personality being a public thing as well? I feel like my personality, for better or for worse, is already a public thing, Gabriel. So I feel like that ship has sailed. But um, I guess the definition of a vlog is too wishy-washy, vague, because I have expressed several times very, very badly wanting to have a podcast. Like over the past 4 years, I've always been that person that was like, I'm gonna start a podcast, I'm gonna start a podcast, and I kept saying it but never doing it. And I would love to have one. I love appearing on other people's podcasts, for example. But vlog is something that's never particularly been interesting to me. And maybe this is because, Gabriel, I don't look at vlogs. I can't name one vlogger. I can't name one. It's not a thing that I consume, but I do consume podcasts a lot, and I can name several podcasters and podcasts, you know? So I don't know. I guess maybe I'm not informed enough to really talk about a vlog from any experience of having long-term consumption of one. Hmm. I would only watch a vlog if it's made by someone who makes something I like, such as musicians or filmmakers. Hmm. Why? Why? What if they don't talk about that thing in the vlog? Gabriel, what if it's like a musician that you really like, or a filmmaker that you really like, and then you consume their vlog, and in their vlog they just talk about like their family and their feelings and what they had for dinner that day? What if they don't talk about the one thing that you liked about them that made you grab the vlog in the first place? Jaime says podcast. Now, there is something I'm always thinking about doing too, but I can never pull the trigger on the idea. I think oh, hold on. People are sixthing Cyber's idea? I didn't see it. Cyber's getting all this support. You guys are gonna have to tell me. You guys are gonna have to tell me, because I'm not gonna scroll up. Um. Oh, it's an observation of something you do. Interesting, Gabriel. My bad. I misunderstood the comment. Um. Could you change your keyboard sound to 69 or 169? Oh, I don't know what instrument is tied to it. Wow, that is a really cool thing that I probably should have been doing since stream one, since there is quite a few hundreds of. Okay, 169. Actually, hold on, I'll do 69 first. 69. Tremolo strings. Uh, 169. It's a electric piano too. That sounds like. Does anybody know the show Doogie Howser? Now, if you do know the show Doogie Howser, don't ask me anything about the show Doogie Howser because I haven't technically seen. Is it the Cheers theme? Is it not Doogie Howser? Is that what that's from? For some reason, that's making me think of like an old show that I didn't watch, but I can remember like walking around my house and my parents watching TV and hearing something that sounded like that. I mean, it's so vague. Part of me feels like it's Doogie Howser. Anyways, $6.90. Thank you, Maddie. Thanks, Maddie. Reminds me of something. It gives me a source of euphoria. It's strange. Is the thing that it reminds you of and gives you a sense of euphoria Doogie Howser, Zodiac? It's on Hulu, says Heidi. Is this music on Hulu? Oh, the parrots are back. I wrote something yesterday on accident while I was at Mac's house, and it wasn't anything new. They're chords that I've all played before. But this, no, up higher. Faster. And then just looping that. It's got such a cool like strolly vibe. Anywho, I'm glad that you like that that weird rendition of Vanilla. It's harder because these sounds, they don't ring out as much as the electric piano that I normally use, which is this one. Here, there's like some more reverb on that. I've gotten so used to playing Vanilla with that. And it's really beefy, so playing it with the 169 voice. says Jaime. See more words with the same meaning. Good. Okay. Cool. What are you talking about, Jaime? Gorillas should use this new sound, says Zodiac. Ah, gorillas. Good old gorillas. I just got the 169 reference, says Jordan. Aw. Yes. Yes, it was very clever. We enjoyed it. Good morning, Tommy. Tommy, you're a lot earlier today. Only 1 hour post the stream start time. But do not feel bad, Tommy. I was 15 minutes late. I mean, I was here, but I wasn't here. Whew. Has anyone seen the movie Problem Child? I haven't seen this movie, Jordan. Hopefully somebody else on the stream has seen the movie and can relate to whatever it is. Oh, Liana's here. Good morning, Liana. I hope you've had a good rest and a good whatever you did. I'm assuming you didn't just wake up, so I'm assuming you've had a good morning so far. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of anybody know John Carpenter? So it reminds me of like John Carpenter, uh, like low budget horror films. I had which witchy song stuck in my head at work yesterday, and it really kept me going, made the day go by faster. Oh, I mean, I like you. I also like witchy song. I also like witchy song. I think it deserves a better name than that. But I think I remember adding a part to witchy song to the end. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to work on witchy song a little bit. With all respect due to Jaime and their workday. Vacations are the best, says Zodiac. You're very lucky, Liana. We all agree that Liana is very lucky, not just for the vacation. What a lucky gal. This synth reminds me of horror films. This sound is so happy. This synth reminds you of horror films. Gabriel. Gabriel's opening up a path. Gabriel, we're walking through the rainforest, and Gabriel is just macheted their way, a path for me to go down. Whee! No, okay, so I know this sound may be deceptively happy, depending on the tune that I play. However, me saying that this, the reason that is inherently horror themed is because of John Carpenter's films. John Carpenter had a lot of films, has, I don't know, that were like scary movie type films, and he also inspired a completely new crew of directors to make films that were like-minded, and a lot of them had horror film scores that were built around electric pianos, analog synths, and a lot of monotone stuff, a lot of stuff that had like a key center or like maybe just two notes like bass, so like something like I was playing. He would have like a lot of scores that moved like that, and throughout the film, and so the music of the film, it wasn't like traditionally like that type of scary. A lot of the things that we think of as being inherently scary horror genre type beat, like that string chord that I played for you guys like like maybe 10 streams ago. This one, that. All of these things are contextual, right? Music is scary because we've seen music in a scary thing. And the reason that what I was playing earlier sounds scary is because of probably John Carpenter and like-minded directors. In the same way that this sounds like horror strings because those types of strings and chords have been used by directors and people who score horror music. It doesn't, it's interesting, right? We did a whole like 2, maybe even 3 hour talk about that, and how music sometimes requires context in order to be given a feeling. A lot of music at its core is just dissonant or not as dissonant, and even where you are regionally can kind of steer what you think is dissonant and what you think isn't. Isn't that weird? Everything is learned. And so fear, fear is also kind of learned, but music-related fear can be learned as well. And that is why that thing sounds scary, even though you're right, the sound itself, it's just an electric piano. It's very innocuous. I can play very happy sounds with it. So I can play happy songs with it, but yeah, it also fits in the creepy thing. Fear is the mind killer. Indeed, Cyber. I said the same thing exactly yesterday. I was quoting a song when I said it, but you know, the quote's the quote. Gabriel says, to some degree, music isn't entirely associative. Babies and animals can feel happy or sad from certain music, even before they experienced an association. I haven't myself researched any studies based on this and how we measure a baby's sadness or happiness. So I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything about that other than that sounds interesting. But I haven't myself done any studies to research that, nor have I actually read any trustworthy, believable studies about that. I know that babies can feel happy and babies can feel sad. Um, I know that we have like an emotional range. I just don't know how much of that is learned and elated, you know, versus innate, right? Babies smile happy, babies frown sad. This isn't true all the time. That's why I'm saying that. There's a lot of really funny things. Okay, so I will say this and then I will move on from babies because I do not want to talk about babies. But I have a friend in San Francisco that loves his baby, as he should, because it's his baby. He made it. Well, I've not liked things I've made before, but this is a little bit different. So let's not talk about me for a second. He has his baby, and he's like a really cool guy, and he changed when he had this kid. Like he was always like I've seen people with babies, but I very rarely spent time with a man, any man, before the baby, and then spent significant time with them after the baby, and seen this man go from like being like, I'm a guy, got a baby on the way, my life's dope, to having this baby, and now everything else just it doesn't even fall into the background. It just doesn't exist, and he's just like he's looking at this baby like it's like the new Switch Pro or something. Sorry. Ugh, felt gross even coming out of my own mouth. But anyways, holding the baby, and the baby was crying, and we were talking about babies crying, and he's like, oh, the baby can flip itself over now, and I'm like, that's good. And he's like, not really, because once a baby can flip itself on its stomach, now there's like this whole new list of things you have to worry about that the kid can like get into or possibly kill themselves in an accident. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff to worry about. And so the baby was crying, and I asked him why the baby was crying, and he says, I don't really know. And I was like, how can you tell why a baby's crying? And he was like, you can't. And even like doctors and baby experts, like if a baby's crying, all we can really do is go through a checklist of like why the baby's crying. Like, okay, have I changed it? Yeah, the baby's been changed. Okay, it's still crying. Why is it crying? Is it hungry? Try to feed it. The baby doesn't want to eat. Okay, why is the baby crying? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it just crying to cry? Because that's another thing. Babies sometimes just cry because they're like testing out their own voice. The same way that if somebody gave you like a new skateboard, you like try it out. Babies are like constantly putting things in their mouth. They want to feel things. They're like learning stuff. And testing their voice is like a thing. They can like scream and make noises. And so, anyways, he says all this stuff about how babies for the most part just do things, and we kind of just have to like guess at what things mean, and sometimes we might be wrong, sometimes we might be right, sometimes we'll do a thing and we'll just luck out and the baby will react a way that might imply a specific type of behavior or pattern or whatever, where it's like, oh, I gave the baby the thing and it stopped crying, I guess that's what it wanted, when in actuality maybe the baby just was done crying. Anyways, he told me a lot of things that made me realize, oh, babies are way more, not complicated, but way less understood than I thought they were. If that makes sense. And so, whenever I hear things like, oh, we did a study with babies, and it turns out babies love this, I just need to know more. I need to know more than just there was a study with babies. We played Coldplay for the babies, and turns out babies love Coldplay and they hate Radiohead. I'm like, okay, I need to know more information. I need to know more information. And so, saying that babies, like certain songs make babies happy and other songs make babies sad, I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know about that. Babies are reacting to things that we don't understand, and babies are reacting to things that maybe we can't even hear. If I play this chord, maybe a baby's hearing it completely different. If I play ego death for a baby, maybe there's a frequency that happens in ego death that is actually harsh to a baby and hurts them. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So as far as like babies getting happy or sad from certain songs, I don't believe it right now. I would just need to know more. But that is very interesting, Gabriel. Okay. Hello and good morning, Sky. Thank you for making it into the stream today. We're technically only 1 hour in. I said we were an hour in at 10 o'clock, but since I came in at 9:15, I guess I can only start counting from the moment I first touched the piano. Jaime wants to know about the one dentist who doesn't recommend stuff. Maybe he wasn't given the big bucks. Maybe Crest didn't pay him like they paid all the other dentists to promote their product. You know, bribes go a long way in this country. Izzy is here. Welcome to the stream, Izzy. I hope you've had a wonderful Thursday morning so far. Oh, is Easy here too? Which one is it? Is it both or is it neither? Oh, it's Isidora. Isidora's here. Is Izzy also here? He's not affiliated with Big Tooth. Ugh. I wish I had Big Tooth. I can't wait to get money so I can just get... I want to get one giant veneer across the top of my mouth so I look like a... I don't know, like a Disney character from like animation in the 90s. I want to look like Eric from Little Mermaid. Where it's just one big white top tooth and one big white bottom tooth. I don't know exactly how that'll work out for chewing, but I'll figure it out. I'll just make smoothies out of everything. I'm already halfway there anyway. How do you feel about being compared to others? Quite rude of me to ask after comparing 3 times in a row, but I think that since some people take it as complete offense and some take it as a compliment, it's interesting to hear always, says Gabriel. Well, I'm gonna say that this is twofold, right? This is twofold. For most artists, I'm talking in a majority. I know you asked me a question personally, but when I explain how most artists see this, it'll help explain why I see it the way I see it also, So when I say that it's twofold, I mean when you compare an artist to somebody, there's 2 reasons usually why they react the way they do. One reason is because of how they personally feel about the thing you're comparing them to. For example, if I don't like some artist name like I don't know, Pancake Man. If I don't like Pancake Man personally or artistically, and somebody comes to me and they say, Omni, you sound like Pancake Man, I'm probably going to take some offense to it because I personally don't like Pancake Man. That's one reason. The second fold of that is frequency, right? If somebody tells me that I sound like Pancake Man and I like Pancake Man, it's cool. But then if I keep hearing that, once a week for the next 3 years, eventually I'm going to be annoyed, maybe not even necessarily offended, but just kind of tired, exhausted of being referred to as the artist who sounds like Pancake Man. So that's how I feel about Gabriel. Do I take offense when people compare me to other things or other artists or other pieces of work? Not really. But I have to take into consideration those 2 things. If you're going to compare me to somebody that I personally don't like, I will feel a way about it even if I don't voice that to you, Gabriel. And if you compare me to something over and over and over again, I may feel a way about it even if I don't communicate that to you. I think that, I'm not going to say any artist that I've been compared to. Oh, yeah, I can. I've been compared to Pogo quite a bit, and I do not like Pogo. I feel okay saying that on a public platform because a lot of people don't like Pogo for pretty good reasons right now. So, I don't like Pogo. And so when somebody listens to like Flight Plan and they're like, oh, this sounds like Pogo, I feel a way about it, even though outwardly I'll go, yeah, Plunderphonics, baby. We all sound the same. But on the inside, I'm kind of annoyed because I don't like him. But and then an example of the other, where it's frequency, would probably be if someone said, I mean, I can't think of a specific artist, but people will say, like, you sound like video games. Your music sounds like a video game. Your music sounds like it would be in a video game. Is this from a video game? Can you play video game music? It's a lot of that. It's just frequency that's, like, annoying about it. But, you know, it on its own, isolated, the comment has no offense to me. Liana says you sound like you. People are just dumb. People can be very dumb, myself included. I'd like to think I sound like me, but I appreciate this bit of confidence. Yes, Gabriel. Sky's telling Gabriel who and what Pogo is. Do you mind commenting about the artist that I asked you about earlier in the stream? Again, pardon if it's something you wouldn't want to answer. Oh, sorry, I didn't see it. Can you just say the artist? I didn't see. Yeah. Pogo said some like anti a lot of things stuff. Pogo's anti a lot of stuff that I and a lot of my friends are. So I just don't particularly care for him too much no more. Because the music was fun. The music was good. I'm not gonna lie. The songs were cool. I said your piano jamming sounds a lot like Cassiopeia. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I did see that. It just went in one ear and not the other. I am familiar with that artist. That's a cool comparison. I like their stuff, so I don't take any offense to this, and I don't have any personal grudge against them. Oh boy. I dig his tunes, but I don't agree with his views, so meh, says Tommy. I assume Tommy's talking about Pogo. Tommy's basically saying, separate the art from the artist, baby. Give them all your money. I don't care if they hate you. I get that. I know the way I worded it make it sound like I'm trying to make a mockery out of you, and I'm not, Tommy. I understand that is a thing. Separating the art from the artist is a thing that a lot of people do. Some people are like, ew, black people, gross. But Bon Bon's so good. I love cute anime music. I'll just close my eyes and pretend that Omni's something else, I guess. I don't know. So I agree, Tommy. That is a thing that a lot of people do. People can separate the art from the artist. People do it every day. There's a lot of misogynists who listen to Beyonce. There's a lot of people who don't like gay people who listen to Sam Smith. I understand. It's a thing. And there's a lot of things, for example, I'm sure the CEO of something I own, or I don't know, Line or something, is probably a monster. True. But I think when somebody's particularly outspoken with their monstrous views, I like to take a step away from them. I like to go, okay, you while out in your corner. I don't necessarily want to support that anymore. It just feels too immediate. I know, we can't, it's not a perfect world. I need more separation between me giving somebody money or giving somebody support and love and them being trash. I need more separation, that's all. I would like to have to dig to figure out that people are garbage. I don't want to have to open up my phone and go, oh crap, like Pogo hates women. And also it's gay. It's just, And so, I see what you're saying though, Tommy. It's why I can't listen to Kanye West anymore. Kanye, I'm sure he'll make great music again, but I just don't particularly care for him as a person. And that's just where we are as a society. Gabriel says, while I'm fine with separate the art from the artist, I love being an anime fan. I can't wait to see the rest of this one. Even when they say some bad stuff about one another, it's very low profile and very, very low grudge. I'm happy with no drama. Yeah, I just don't want to support awful people. I just want to. It's just that simple. I get the separate the art from the artist. Um, Tommy's making like jokes and a mockery, but yeah, Kanye didn't make Sonic, so I can still play Sonic. But no, I just don't want to support the people, if that makes sense. If I go into a taco shop or something, Tommy, and the owner or the manager is particularly disrespectful to me, even if the food's good, I'm probably just not gonna go there anymore. You know, if I go into a if I go into if I go into like an arcade or something like that, and like the owner has like a bunch of like pictures of like black people hanging from trees in it, and he's just like, "I love it, baby. This is mine. This is what I think is cool." Even if they have like the only DDR in town or something like that, I'm probably just not gonna go there, Tommy. And I understand you're saying you gotta separate, baby, be able to enjoy stuff, but um, I don't want to directly support the people that hate me, if that makes sense. It's just there are other people who actually care about me to support. Um, so I would just go to the others, you know. Pogo's not the only person that makes good music, and so I can get good music at other places. It would be different though, Tommy. It would be very different if like Pogo was the only person that knew how to like chop up vocals and put some chords under them. But there's people like In the Blue Shirt or Day Day Mouse who are very good at that, and so it's just like, hey, this is cool. I get to like support a good person and get like the good music. You're not the only DDR machine in town, baby. It does become a little bit harder though, Tommy, when there is less. There are less options, right? Sometimes living in America can feel like, oh, which horrible person do I want to support today? Which is the the better of two evils? That's what it feels like a lot of the time, and honestly, it probably is. But if it makes you feel better on the inside, I say do it. Thanks again for that recommendation, says Cyber, who likes In the Blue Shirt now. In the Blue Shirt's good. In the Blue Shirt is good. Please listen to In the Blue Shirt. If you were somebody that liked Pogo and you would like to listen to Plunderphonics, racism free, um, In the Blue Shirt's really good at doing that thing. Maddie says, speaking of In the Blue Shirt, I started listening to them the other day after you recommended that song. Oh, looks like In the Blue Shirt owes me a check. I'm like giving them fans. Screw this. Hold on, I'm gonna DM after this. You're like, oh, those like 7 streams you got? Those are all mine, baby. Saw your shirt. I have a little brown. Yeah, it does have a little brown. But the only thing that sucks about this shirt is he's hanging from the pocket, but the pocket's upside down. So I can't use the chest pocket on this shirt, which I understand is like cute and quirky, but like I kind of like being able to have utility of all the pockets on my clothing. So that's the line store for you. You actually did spell Plunderphonics right, so kudos to you, Maddie, for somebody that didn't know the word. Yeah, I'm gonna send In the Blue Shirt a message. In the Blue Shirt's avoiding me. You know who else is avoiding me? You leave the pins out of this. Oh, you can hang pins. Oh, I could. Oh, that would be so funny too. Huh. Good idea, Gabriel. Okay. Okay. This song is called the Witchy Song. I'm not gonna play it in this sound because it doesn't have enough. Well, I don't want to play it in this sound. Oh, hold on. Now I want to do that. second part of what you saw. Sounds like a pirate song almost now. See, what the heck? Yeah, it sounds like pirates to me today. Guys, what the heck happened? Oh, hi, Inaudible. Your chords are big enough that when you play chords alone, it sometimes looks like you are smashing your hands on the piano. It makes it especially cartoony with the way it looks. Yeah, they're like spread out. They're spread out chords. Oh, I can see what you're saying now. Yeah, it does just look like I'm banging, huh? I'm banging. Okay. Did I ever finish Double Lutz? I didn't finish Double Lutz. I'm sorry, Lana. Foster Projects made a Quiet Future bass tune using Vocaloid and it sounds flesh. Hey guys, is there anybody in your life or even outside of your life, maybe you just have visibility of them on the internet or something, that you like a lot, and you talk about them a lot, but you're not exactly sure why you like them? Like if forced to tell somebody why you like them, you'd maybe be floundering a little bit? Hypothetically how it would work, or give examples of that for me in my life. Examples of that for me. I like an example of somebody like out in the world that I like, and I'm not exactly sure why. I really like Paul Rudd for some reason. He just hasn't been able to disappoint me yet. I like him a lot though, maybe too much, like a questionable amount. Like, why do I like him this much though? An example of somebody that's maybe a little bit more closer to me, like somebody that I've met and talked with. Um, oh, this man named Danny United. He's that for me in my personal life. I love that man, and I mean, I'm not saying I don't get it. He's nice, but I like really, really like that dude. I don't. It's almost, it's almost weird how much I like that guy. Anyways, Paul Rudd is a great example of affable and relatable personality IRL and funny on-screen presence and character. Cyber got the breakdown on Paul Rudd, baby. I just witnessed a small bird eat a bug. Good, good, good. This is Mother Nature. This is life. This is the circle of life. His Hot Ones interview sold it for me, you know, before it became a meme. Yeah. Ooh, I really want to talk about interviews, and I really want to talk about somebody I know who's not good at doing them, but if I do it, it will be bad because some of you people know who this person is, and I don't want to start a thing, but anyways, Inaudible says, what is a good keyboard to get? Do you think? I want one, but I don't know anything about which brand is better. Can anyone help? Inaudible. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to leave you hanging on that. I'm going to further explain. I just want to get to the bottom of the chat before I do that. Give me 1 second. It's a little Finn chopping around in a bush, says Leanna, about the bird that she saw eating a bug. So you're talking about people who are like unusual amount for how much you've actually interacted with them, or for how much they've done. Like they haven't really earned your love like that. You just really love this person, and it's weird. And it's weird. Back up to you, Inaudible. It doesn't matter which keyboard you get. There's no such thing as brand superiority, Inaudible. In my world, the real world, baby, there's a lot of competition between brands, right? Do you like Tyson chicken, or do you like Hillshire Farms chicken? Who cares? Chicken's a chicken. They probably had horrible lives. So, and when it comes to keyboards, it's like, do you like Yamaha? Do you like Casio? Do you like Korg? The fact of the matter is, a lot of things do things different, but they arrive at the same general place. I can make a song in FL Studio, and I can make that same song in Ableton. I can make a song on a Yamaha DGX. I can make that same exact song on an MX61. I can make that same song on a Korg Triton, and I can also make that same song on a Roland keyboard, of which I have several. So my point to you is, Inaudible, don't worry necessarily about brands and stuff like that. What you need to think about is the two things that actually matter, which is, what are you going to be doing with this tool, and how much money do you have to spend on the tool? Because if you have like a limitless budget, obviously the pool expands a little bit. If you're like, hey, I only really want to spend like $500 on this, or I only really want to spend $200 on this, you know, it shrinks a little bit. And if you're like, I'm just going to be using this to play around in my bedroom and teach myself how to play piano, or you're like, I need this because I want to take this on tour and I want to be gigging with it, it's going to change a little bit what I'm going to have to say about what you should be looking at or what you should be prepared to spend. But as far as brands being better than that, it doesn't exist. It's just plastic and electronics. For sure, some brands are more durable or trusted than other ones, for reasons I won't really get into right here. But a tool's a tool. use it. A hammer's a hammer. It's gonna bang the nail in. Maybe the grip's gonna not be as comfy or whatever. Or it's not gonna last as long, but you need nails banged in, go get a hammer. Maybe buy the cheapest hammer they got. You'll figure it out. But please do not allow yourself to be paralyzed by options, you know. Just make a decision and stick with it. Or don't. But even making a decision is already so much more progress than you will have accomplished by just sitting and, rubbing your chin, looking at a shelf full of keyboards. Hello, Bacon Boy, and welcome to the stream. You're a little late, but you made it here. You know, if you're here while I'm here, you're on time. I honestly don't think I can relate to that, says Lindsay, about my hypothetical thing of liking somebody that didn't necessarily have to do anything to earn that. I think that there are a lot of subconscious things, Lindsay, that there's a lot of things going on in my own noggin that maybe I don't understand. Sometimes I'll understand them and it'll make me sick to my stomach. Cyber says, back to the previous topic, I legitimately love Lindsay and I've never met her, but I imagine she's a fiery personality and really creative, and she just vibes. Yeah, I think we all love Lindsay a lot, and I want to think that none of us have met Lindsay. Yeah, interesting. Something that's very interesting is everybody in the stream, your icons are too small for me to see, right? So everybody in the stream has kind of like an aura. Obviously, there's some people in the stream that I've spent a lot of time with. Like Sky comes in the stream sometimes. I lived with Sky for like a year, so that's a little bit different. But for most of you, it's like I don't know what you look like. I don't really know your whole thing. Oh crap, Liana. So I've also met Liana, but most of the people in the stream, I think that's it. I think those are the only people in the stream that I've actually met. Everybody else, I don't really know what you look like for the most part. And even after I've seen a photo, I have this aura profile for a lot of you. Like Cyber has like a specific energy and like color, not legit physical tactile color, but like a specific like energy, aura, sense, spirit that I feel in the streams when they're in the streams. And that has overtaken any type of physical appearance or anything like that. And so, yeah, I feel like we all have gotten to know like a sense of each other for the most part. Everybody loves Lindsay. Everybody loves Leanna. Leanna makes jokes I like a lot. Leanna maybe knows more about me than most of the people in the stream. If I'm excluding Sky. I want to know what I look like in your head. Although my profile picture is my pic, so it may just be that. I can't really see your profile picture. Your profile picture to me, Gabriel, is smaller than a dime. What's a good representation of how big your profile picture is? Your profile picture looks as big as one of Brown's eyes to me. It's very small. It's so small. I can't make out anything in it. It's just a little this. I can't see what anybody looks like. And so, yeah, I don't know what you look like, Gabriel. I can't see what you look like. I don't know. That is very small. Yes, they're very small. For example, Mildly Funny Maddie's profile picture looks like a circle with a little black smudge at the bottom, and then a gray circle on top of that black smudge. That could be anything. It could be a bird. I know Maddie likes birds. It could be a bird. It could be a photo of Maddie. I don't know. Cyber's looks like, you see like a little black line going like this? Like a crescent shape? Like a C like that, and then there's like a thing sitting on top of it with like a hat maybe? Like a person with one of those like big like Raiden hats. What do you look like in my mind? Asked Gabriel. You don't look like anything. That's the thing. There's no visual thing. That maybe I misrepresented it when I said you guys have an image in my mind or a color, because there is no actual image or color. It's like more of a energy or an aura. As stupid and spiritual as that sounds. I hate it. I hate the way it sounds. Yeah. Even Lindsay's new icon, I can see the color purple maybe, or like a lavender, and then I can see beige, and I can see black. It's like lavender, and then there's like beige, circle with black on top. I'm assuming it's a face. And Gabriel's looks like all green, like a gray green, with a beige circle in the middle. And Isidora's is pink with. Anyways, you get the point that I'm making. I can't see anybody's profile picture. I just have to go off of your usernames. So this interesting thing happens a lot of time where people are like, guys, I changed my profile picture, and other people in the chat are like, oh, it's so pretty, we love it. And I'm like, unless you change your username, you're the same person to me. So a lot of times people change their username, but they'll have the same profile picture, and I'll treat them like they're a new person. They're like, it's me, bro. Can't you see my profile picture? I'm assuming Bacon Boy's image is just, their picture is just bacon. I don't know. I see red and like white in it. Those are the telltale colors of bacon. I sort of get it though. I mean, when you first meet someone, you get a feeling or something. Maybe it's just me, but it's something. I do get a feeling for people. Yeah, the aura is very interesting. The aura is very interesting. My avatar looks pink. My least favorite color. I must change it. I'm sorry, Isidora. Please don't change it because I'm blind. That's what it is. Oh, crap. Bacon Boy. It's bacon? Was I right? Ew. Lindsay, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not spiritual. How dare you? My sister is, though. Would you like to meet my sister? Oh my god, guys. Would you like to see... Oh, no. I won't show it to you here. I won't show it to you here. I'll put it on Twitter or something like that. Anyways, I wasn't asking for my avatar color. I want to know my aura color, Omni. Oh yeah, it's not like a physical color. Or it's just, I don't know. You're very inquisitive. And pensive. You feel like a very pensive person. Because of the questions you ask. That's all the information I have to go off of. Isidora, however, I'm very familiar with what Isidora looks like. And the things that Isidora does. Because Isidora's just been around for a really long time. And so... I know Isidora plays bass. I know Isidora's got like tattoo art. That's like a thing. I know what Isidora looks like. Isidora is like very fashionable. Anyways. I seem to have lost the thread, guys. I've lost the thread. Similar thing. It'll randomly tell me about the colors she senses for me. Oh, I love this song. Oh, it's fine, Lindsay. Oh, interesting. I kind of hope my aura is lavender or something similar. Says Lindsay at the prospect of being associated with lavender. I can already tell I'm going to eat chicken today. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know where it's coming from. It might come from my own oven. I might make my own chicken today. Really liking the jazz here, says Inaudible. Thank you, Inaudible. I worked very hard on that jazz bit right there. It's called Winter Heart. That song has lyrics. They're kind of upsetting, but all of my lyrics are upsetting, honestly, so whatever. If I say there's lyrics, they're probably upsetting. Inaudible. Go listen to Winter Heart if you ever get the chance. I have a whole jazz EP called Signals, which houses it. Here's another song from Signals called Love Letters. Says, what does my profile look like? Your profile looks like a hill with an elephant on it. An elephant like mid trumpet. I don't mind upsetting lyrics, says Gabriel. I think something real and raw is better than something tuned down or tuned up. Raw, baby. Sushi. Good morning, Charles. Charles made it, guys. Charles, this song is called Love Letters. Have you heard this song before? Welcome to the stream, cuz. Thursday going to Charles. Studio stream tomorrow, says Bacon Boy. You know, I'm looking forward to it too, Bacon. Good morning, Inaudible. Does anybody know the name of this song? Bacon and eggs for me and Bacon Boy. Oh, that's the song you want me to go. Maybe. The song might be pretty broken. I know the vocals aren't going to open. But maybe some of the drums and lyrics will. Whoa. Mystery Persona's bad. watch a lot of anime in Audible. I would say that I watch very little anime, actually. Do I know the songs that I'll go over tomorrow, Miss Lindsay? I think I'm going to go over. It's going to be sandwiched by me going over songs, but I do want to actually try to make something new in the stream. So we'll see. But I'm taking suggestions. Leanna wants me to go over or try to go over bacon and eggs, so I'll go over that. If you had a suggestion that you would like for me to go over, Lindsay, that is a thing that I can do. My YouTube channel has like 4 videos, says Maddie, on it from last year, and I used to have a thing in my Insta bio telling people to check it out, but I took it off because I hadn't added anything since. Well, we all know how that goes. We hit the jazz licks as an audible. Jazzy, jazzy, lick, lick. Gabriel says, I know you said you wanted anime behind you. Did I say that? That's funny. I'm gonna agree on. So I'm only gonna say it once. Anime is an incredible medium, a lot of rich than meets the eye in first dip. I don't know that I said I wanted anime to be behind me, but I still like. I was just talking about Carol and Tuesday in yesterday's stream, Gabriel, which is an anime, which came out last year, and I watched it. So it's not like I never watch anime. I'm just saying I'm not like a weeb where I'm like consuming it on a high frequency. I'm not following long-running animes. I'm not watching like Boku no Hero, or I'm not watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm not watching One Piece or anything like that. I'm not really watching like the hot anime. I watch, but it's not like if anything is anime, I just avoid it at all costs. Yeah, which is why I was talking about Carol and Tuesday. Have you seen Carol and Tuesday, Gabriel? Have you seen it? Can we break down some quarantine stuff tomorrow? We absolutely can. Ooh. Oh, we can, Gabriel. Why didn't I think of that? I know it was Jaime that asked. But Gabriel's talking about anime. I didn't, which is bad because I like Watanabe. Yeah, it's not like I never watch anime. I just think that when a lot of people say, do you watch anime? It's a very different question. For example, if somebody said to me, do you listen to K-pop? I'm like worried if I can say yes, because it's like, have I heard K-pop? Are there K-pop songs I like? Sure. But I think that the context of do you listen to K-pop or do you watch anime isn't simply have you consumed a piece of the media. It's more so, is this an ongoing thing in your life where you're regularly consuming and looking for more of it to consume? And that's not necessarily my state. So yes, well, I have watched anime and enjoyed it. I mean, I even watched Promare last year. Remember Promare? I'm assuming you saw Promare, Gabriel. It was pretty popular at the time. But, I mean, I watched Promare last year, which is anime. But I don't feel like my low level of consumption of anime is matching a lot of other, like, weeby people that have, like, a Crunchyroll account or something like that. Anywho, do you watch JoJo? If not, you're uncultured and bad, says Bacon Boy. I like this take. Champloo, Dandy, and Bebop are masterpieces, says Gabriel. Okay. Oh, wow, that sounded very dismissive. Alrighty. Does that sound less dismissive? It sounds still just as dismissive. I hear you. Gabriel. Maybe I'll go over I'm Not Dead also. I can go over all those and more in tomorrow's production stream. I couldn't get into JoJo either, says Ava, agreeing with somebody earlier in the stream who said they couldn't, I suppose. But I'm okay with that. That anime is just not my style, for sure. A lot of anime just isn't my style, and that's okay. That's okay. That is okay, Ava. You know what I want to say about Promare? Promare was cool. If Promare was a episodic anime, I would not have watched it though. That's something that I do need to make clear. I watched Promare and I did thoroughly enjoy it, but if that was like, if there was like 26 episodes of that, probably would not have consumed it. So I'm glad that it came in film form. I read JoJo before the anime, and I'm very happy with the anime follows the manga to the letter and to the point where you can read the books and follow it. And that being said, follow what is being said in the text. That's cool, I suppose. I guess that's a lot of reason why some people have liked, comic books that have been very accurate to their movie adaptations, or the other way around, I suppose. So yes to Chocolat and I'm Not Dead. Yes. Yes, I can do both of those. I have never watched Promare because I wanted it to be the first work I didn't pirate. It looks so out of this world. I pirated it with so many trigger words. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I watched Promare because anime films in Los Angeles are very, very easy to consume because they show in all the main theaters. It's not like you have to go to some select theaters. When they say some select theaters for anime films, it's pretty much every theater in Los Angeles. Omni, have you watched Mother, the one with Jennifer Lawrence? I have not seen that one. I've seen the Korean one, but somebody else recommended that I watch Jennifer Lawrence's Mother. It was my friend Adrielix, and I promised her I'd watch it. I haven't watched it yet, but I will get around to it, Isidore, probably sooner than later. I think JoJo is a good anime, but people hype it up when it is not as good. Well, I mean, that's just the story of anime, isn't it? I get overwhelmed, says Maddie, by how much anime there is, and I'd like to watch, so I just end up not watching it. The only anime I've been watching and rewatching is Sailor Moon. Word up, Maddie. No judgment here, no judgment here. You can legitimately watch the JoJo anime and get the entire experience, says Cyber. This is what I've heard. Somebody echoed this thought, I think higher up. I think it might have been Gabriel, actually. I associate JoJo with this couple I roomed with at a con one time. They had a really toxic relationship, and the whole time I spent in the room with them was really weird. That's not funny. That's not funny. I'm sorry, I just I really want that to be like a review. You know how like you can like review anime on like Amazon Prime or whatever. I so badly want that to be like a 1-star review of JoJo. We've all been there, We've all been there. Moving on though. That's funny. A lot of anime that were really stressed out over. Ooh crap! It's been scrolled out of my vision. I really like Mother because I'm pretentious and have bad taste, says Ava. I like JoJo, but the fan base, like many things, kind of tainted. For real, word up. I quit when woman's power is hurting her. Uh-oh, Ava, are you spoiling a movie for me? Speaking of pretentious, I saw the Angel's Egg thing 2 days ago. Oh, look, people are taking Ava's recommendations. This is good. Try rooming with a furry couple at a con, says Leanna. JK, they were chill, says Leanna, cleaning up the furry comment. I'm not going to talk about furries here. I have my own experiences with the furry community. Sometimes it's been good, but most times it's been bad. And I don't think that is indicative maybe of the community. I think that's just my own experience where I just happen to have been unlucky and ran into some like really, really like surprisingly racist furries. So strange. But I'm glad that people are watching Angel's Egg. Yes. Okay. I've gotten to the bottom. I've gotten to the bottom of the chat. Congratulations to me. And to everybody who had to listen to me like muddle my way through. Ooh. Sorry guys, I hear something in my head and I need to make it a real song. Isaac says, do you ball? It's not what Isaac says. Isaac says, do you know Ball by Duval Timothy? I just learned it yesterday. I don't know that. I don't even know what that is. I don't know who Duval Timothy is, and I don't know what Ball is. But I only really play original songs in the stream. Except for the birthday song, which I do have to play pretty often. We have a lot of birthdays, especially this year. Like everybody's birthday's in the first half of the year or something. Gabriel says, when I was on the East Coast, I tried to look for Lou over the wall. It was impossible. There are no anime movies in the vicinity of Nowhere Land I exist in right now. I'm sorry, Gabriel. I truly am privileged. I'm truly in a city of anime. There's anime everywhere in this city. This is where Anime Expo happens. It's just vomiting anime out of every orifice. You can get anime at 7-Eleven. Gabriel says, Lindsay says it's wild. It's hard to keep up with just 20 people in the stream. Imagine 30 or 40. Yeah, it would be a nightmare. That's awesome. I just started composing music. You're good at originals. Oh, thank you, Isaac. I appreciate that. That's cool. That's really exciting too. That you just started composing music. I'm excited for you. Cyber says, are you a baller and or a shot caller? I would say that if I had to choose between the two, I'm more a baller than I am a shot caller, for sure. Gabriel says, by the way, I think you would love Muskie. Yuasa? Watch Lou Over the Wall or Devilman. Ooh, I don't like Devilman, actually. I feel like I'm alone on that, and so I'm not really going to spend that much time there. But the only things of the things that you just named that I have seen is Devilman, and I did not enjoy it. LA stands for Los Anime. It does, actually. The one thing I didn't consider is that different anime is popular in Japan than it is here. Yes, right? Regional popularity. That's something I think about not necessarily with anime. I even think about that about music acts, how certain music acts are really big in Japan, and then they don't really care about them here, as far as like the US, like America and stuff like that. I was bored talking about my reason for not liking Devilman, Gabriel. It just wasn't interesting to me. It wasn't interesting to me. The art was cool. Just like what was happening in it. I like didn't want to watch another episode. It started to feel like a chore and a task to watch another episode, and something that I was like, please start the next episode. I can't wait to see what happens. I just did not care. And so I'm sure we can dig deep into why it was so uninteresting to me, but I don't really want to spend that much time there. That makes two of us who didn't enjoy Devilman, says Charles. Oh, wow. Look, another one of me. That's another me out there. Yeah, people usually try to like hate on me for not liking Devilman. I feel like that's like the story of my life. Something being really popular and me being like, I don't know, I don't really like it that much. And people being like, are you crazy? Come on, it's a masterpiece, bro. It's an instant classic, man. How can you not like Devilman, bro? Like, yeah, I just don't like it. Not a fan. No, I didn't stop on an episode, Gabriel. I finished it. I'm just saying that I didn't want to. I'm just a completionist, I think. I'm a completionist. So like usually once I start something, I'll finish it, for better or for worse. Unless it's like forever long. Like I didn't finish Naruto because I was just like, no, this isn't gonna end anytime soon. I don't have time for this. But anywho, I'm not talking about Devilman. Enjoy it. I have to be able to turn off my little assistant. Anywho, I almost want you to be more famous, but we would most likely lose the social aspect of morning medleys. Yeah, we probably would in Audible. I appreciate your confliction. Confliction? Conflict. Confliction. I appreciate your conflict on that. I love the cringy, edgy BS that show tries very hard to be cool and usually fails. I love it for that. Very teen of it. It's interesting, Ava, right? Because I don't like that, but I have liked that in other things, right? So, I don't know. I rewatching Avatar. I think it's like better now as an adult. That's a real shame, says Gabriel. It's not a shame. Oh, like it's a shame for me, like that my time was wasted? No, it's okay. I have like a lot of time. Got nothing but time, baby. Yeah, but yeah, there's some other things that I've liked, you know, so it's okay. No, it's a shame you don't get it. I'm not gonna take that bait. Lindsay, don't do it, Lindsay! Lindsay? Let's chill. I'm not gonna go there. I need you to not go there either. I need you to stay with me over here on this side, on this side of the kitchen. Oh Christ. Oh man, what was I playing? That's really funny though. That's really funny. Is there a food just Jaime's bringing out food. I feel like food has become this like really when somebody turns the conversation in the chat to a really bad or like ignorant place, somebody brings up food and it's usually not Jaime. I feel like it's usually like Maddie or something, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Is there a food dish that you really enjoyed in your childhood that you don't eat now, or maybe you forgot all about? That sounds close to a Jeopardy question, though. Remember when I was doing that thing where I was asking the questions? That sounds really close to a thing. That sounds really close to a thing that I asked somebody in the stream. I think it was Liana. Liana was like, "No, I like everything." um. Okay. Is there a food dish that you really enjoyed as a childhood that you don't eat now? Also, I feel like I have to say no. Like no offense to Gabriel. There was no aggression. We're all fine. We're all good, and we love you, Gabriel, on the stream, and we appreciate you for being here. I hope there's no harshness or negativity or anything, because we like Gabriel here, and Gabriel likes us. Hopefully, yeah. um, that was a close one though. That was a close one. Sorry. Okay. Jaime says, was there a food dish that you really enjoyed in your childhood that you don't eat now or maybe forgot all about? So I have a couple. My mom used to make me hot cereal or cream of wheat or oatmeal or whatever, and she would make it in a way that was really delicious to me. Like I don't know if she was putting like apple and cinnamon or something in it or bananas, but it was really good, and I don't eat it anymore. You know, I eat like heartier stuff now, not so much of that. But I would say that that's one thing, and another thing I ate as a kid, kind of forgot all about. I'm trying to think of something that wasn't something my mom made, just something. That's hard. Has my palate not changed? Um, wow, guys, this is actually kind of hard. Oh my god, I don't think there is. There's a lot of things that I don't eat anymore as an adult, but like things that are like maybe unavailable to me, like I don't know, or that I've forgotten about. It's a very good question, but most of it is like my mom's cooking. Um, Most of it is my mom's cooking, but restaurants or like a snack or something. You stumped me. You've stumped me. I can't. Oh, I mean, you know what? Occasionally, my parents will get Boston Market. I haven't had Boston Market since I was like, let's think. We were living in the Chateau Apartments, which means I was attending Robson Elementary, right? No, I was at Kerr Elementary. Oh my god, I was at Robson Elementary, which means I was in first grade, which means I was 6. That was the last time I had Boston Market. And I actually live not too far from Boston Market now, like a mile and a half. And I keep wanting to try it, but I'm afraid that if I try it, it won't be as good as it was when I was a little one. So I haven't gone back. Good question, though, Jaime. Okay, guys, tomorrow's stream. is a production stream. And so it's probably going to be a long one, just a heads up. It's probably going to be around 3 hours, because last one was 3 hours, and I know I can get carried away when it comes to actually writing music versus having a conversation. Um, um, so yeah, just a heads up, if you come into tomorrow's stream, it's going to be a OBS stream. I'm not going to be sitting at this beautiful piece of furniture, which is what pianos are. They're just furniture that makes sound. So I won't be here. I'll be over at my my keyboard in my command center, and we will be able to break down some songs. I do want to write some music. Here's the one reason that I haven't done a lot of production streams on. The reason why I haven't done a lot of production streams, or the reason why I'm a little like I'm procrastinating the production stream a little bit. It's because there is latency if I record, like a considerable amount of latency if I record into Fruity Loops while I'm streaming. And that is because I'm not, for whatever reason, OBS will not allow me to use my sound card. Wait. I just have to optimize some stuff. That's the thing. Don't worry about it. I have to optimize some stuff because I hate recording with lag or with latency. It really does ruin everything. So I'm gonna try to figure that out today before we have to stream tomorrow for sure. Oh, thanks, Dar. Thank you. So if I don't see y'all, says Cyber, talking about tomorrow's streams, because I won't be able to do it because they have to go to the lake around 10 to 3 p.m. my time, which would be pretty much the entirety of the stream. They won't be here. That's okay. Thank you, Cyber, for all of your support and help. And I'll make sure to do something in reference to or in dedication to you, Cyber. Thank you. Going to the lake sounds fun, Cyber, says Maddie. It does sound like a lot of fun. Can you send the output through Splitter to another device you can stream with? Says Sam. I guess you'd need a mic on your computer the whole time then. Yeah, right? Sam, have you ever used FL Studio? If you do, if you have, there's like this really specific issue that I have to say. But I don't think you do use FL Studio. I don't know if anyone has said this, but I really appreciate how you just use they pronouns for everyone. Oh. Aw. Thanks, Lindsay. Everything is top, right, baby? Everything's top, baby. Yesterday I was I was talking to Mac, and Mac pointed that out too. Mac was just like, "Oh, you call everybody they," and I was like, "Unless they tell me otherwise." But wait, what was I talking about? Oh, right. Okay. Sam says, I did when I was a beat looper in 2002, 2003, back when Winamp was a thing. Okay, so a lot of this, hold on, Sam. Jaime says, I used FL Studio back when I was still called Fruity Loops. Why are you spelling it with 2 O's? That's okay. I love Fruity Loops. Okay, I was one of those who cannot. Thank you, Cyber. Swim a little bit for me. Is that why you asked me yesterday if I like swimming in pools in the ocean? I'm not there, says Gabriel, but it's still turned into convo. You can't blame me for turning the stream to talking streams. No. I can't blame you for that. I was doing that far before you showed up, Gabriel. But you do contribute a lot to the talk, which I appreciate. Aw, thanks, Charles. I appreciate that. Yeah, everybody's not like that, Lindsay. My sister being one of them. Sevka! Sevka360, is it you? I'm doing okay. How are you? You use FL Studio 20. Okay, so this thing, Sevka, listen. There's this thing that happens with FL Studio. Listen. Yeah, that's the cereal, Maddie. That's why I was making the joke. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Listen, listen. In FL Studio, in Fruity Loops, you have to choose a your like sound card basically, like your sound device, your output, you know. And you can choose a lot of things. You can choose like fruity, like the fruity ACO drivers. You can choose the primary like computer sonic output. You can choose the mixer that you have. And I have a specific like mixer set chosen. But in OBS, for whatever reason, they won't. That doesn't even show up as a thing. And I'm like, what does that mean? Do I need newer drivers? What does that mean? It won't. It won't show it. So, if it would show it, that would get rid of all latency because my sound card has zero latency. But I can't use it through OBS. It seems weird problem. I'll fix it. Weren't they in 12? Yes, Gabriel, you're absolutely right. They were in 12. FL Studio jumped from issue 12 to issue 20 in the same way that the iPhone skipped to get to the iPhone X because of the anniversary. FL Studio was celebrating its 20th anniversary, so they skipped 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 and released FL 20, which, yes, makes zero sense. Other than that, they just wanted to have a 20th anniversary. But I am sponsored by FL Studio, so I feel like I can't be mean to them. So we love FL Studio here, baby. From 12 to 20, genius, genius, very smart, guys. If my sponsorship is revoked by FL Studio because of this video, I'm gonna be very sad. In Russia, we don't have FL20, says Sevka. It's very bad. Word up. I'm sorry. They skipped 7 numbers. Yeah, Dar, they skipped 7 numbers. Oh boy. Okay. I feel like more chill companies are cool with criticism. I feel, yes, same. This is why I feel like I can say kind of whatever I want about FL Studio and Yamaha, but I've towed the line before. I've towed the line, and I have lost some sponsorships because of my line towing. Hey guys, remember when I was sponsored by Verizon? Does anybody remember my Verizon post? Please tell me one of you, just one of you. If just one of you remembers, I'll be happy. It actually happened. It's not something that I made up. I remember, says Isidora. No way, Verizon. Yeah, Lindsay doesn't remember. Liana, do you remember? Oh, Cyber remembers it. Yeah, I used to be sponsored by Verizon, and I had some things to say, and now I'm not sponsored by Verizon anymore. So yeah, sometimes I toe the line. I think I'm just brutally honest, and sometimes I feel like when I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop talking. You guys know. You guys know what's up. Anyways, sometimes when you're sponsored by somebody and they do a thing that's stupid, sometimes you just have to like smile and go, and take your money and just keep your mouth shut. Instead of like taking the money and going like, I don't know about this. That's kind of stupid. I wouldn't do that. I see why some people like this product. To me, am I going to use it? Nah, it's not useful for me. That's not good for them. They're like, why am I paying you then? And then they stop paying you, which is good. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. But no, I am no longer sponsored by them. I have a feeling if I ever had a sponsorship, I'd blow it by running my mouth. Yeah, it's easy to do. It's easy to do. It's easy to do. It helps if you're sponsored by something that you truly do like. Like, Yamaha is a company that I truly do like. Do I have some gripes with the Yamaha software or keyboards? Absolutely. As you should with any product. But I do truly love Yamaha products. Ugh. And, ugh. I do feel like I got, like... Oh, I don't want to... Oh, I hope nobody from Yamaha sees this video, because I am going to say some stuff. Can we mark this? Can we just mark this? 169. Do not read. Destroy upon reading. I mean, no, stop elaborating. You're gonna burn a bridge down. I don't think I'm gonna burn a bridge. Okay, I think what I'm about to say is safe. I think it's fine, what I'm gonna say. remember when this isn't a problem. What you're about to say will stick with you for life. Keep that in mind. Okay. Okay. I love Yamaha. Starting with love, baby. I love Yamaha forever and ever. That's my baby. That's my mom. Remember when I was calling Yamaha Mamaha when I went to NAMM for the first time and I was tagging them as Mamaha and I got in trouble for it because they were like, hey, it's really sweet that you think of us as a mother, but no one's going to be able to find the company if you name it Mamaha. That's not the name of the company. It's Yamaha. Can you just please say at Yamaha instead of at Mamaha? Uh, like, I got in trouble for that. Very stupid. I was being stupid. I was the stupid one there. But I changed it, right? I learned. You're welcome, Sevka. Thank you for asking for a song that I actually know how to play. When I went to Japan, when I was on tour in Japan, the Yamaha people in here in America got on the phone with the Yamaha people in Japan and they were like, hey, one of our sponsored artists is coming through. His name is Omni Boy. Here's some information on Omni Boy. Make sure he's taken care of. And then the people in Japan Yamaha were like, yeah, okay. And I got to Ginza, which is where the Yamaha flagship store is in Japan, and they treated me like a prince. They treated me like I was like Stevie Wonder. They like knew my songs and were referencing my songs. And then they would take me upstairs and somebody would like rush over to me on like the 5th floor and they're like, oh, Omni, like right this way. And they're like showing me stuff. They showed me like a recorder that's like made completely out of wood, like from some tree that like is really far away, like this ancient tree. The melodica itself was like over $1,000. They're showing me this stuff. I get to like touch and play with a lot of stuff. They showed me the Vocaloid, the Hatsune Miku keytar before that even came out in the States. They're like showing me all this stuff and like letting me mess around with things. They're like, do you want anything from the shop? And I'm like, I can't take anything back. And they're like, don't worry, we'll mail you back stuff. I'm like, right now I have these giant like Yamaha speakers in my closet that are just too big to use. Like if I put them on my desk and I start making music on these, like it's going to be too loud. Anyways, like a prince. And I got out of there and I started thinking, you know, it's impossible to have any negative feelings about Yamaha after they do something like that. And I was like, maybe that's part of it. Maybe they just like pamper the heck out of you and then you don't have anything bad to say. Anyways, Charles is leaving. Goodbye, Charles. Thank you for being on the stream. Appreciate you. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Hope to see you in a future stream also, by the way. I was joking about the official collaboration between Omni and Hatsune Miku. I like that life is that nice today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was so cool. It's very glad to me that my favorite artist in the world communicates with its audience. It's so cool. Aw. Thanks, Sevka. I appreciate you a lot, Sevka. More than you think I do. I showed... Never mind. I'm not going to say that, but... I talk. Yeah, I talk. Also, Sevka, your English is amazing. As is your accent. Omni, I have an important request, says Lindsay. Go for it, Lindsay. Wow, that looks cool. That's a Boy Scout thing, right? I get it. Anyways, Omni, one of these days I'm going to clip every time you almost said something but didn't into one video. Please do, I mean. Please do, and then destroy that video. Destroy it. Destroy it. I don't want to get in trouble. That was like my thing, right? Dar, getting arrested in Chile. I think I just wanted to get into something somewhere else. No, I'm not gonna go down that road because that road ends in sadness. Why in Chile? Says Isidora. No, Isidora, it's something that I said. Dar's quoting me. I said that like in a previous stream, getting arrested in Chile. Can you stop cutting yourself off when you're about to drop a potentially juicy bit? Oh, okay. That's a very good request, Lindsay, but this is long learned. So it will be very difficult for me. It's long learned. Long learned. And when I say long learned, I mean learned long, baby. I mean, can we really call that a girlfriend? I believe it. Isidore, I believe it. I believe Chile prison is the worst. I believe it's way worse than it is here. Um, but can you call that a girlfriend? I don't know. In seventh grade, I had like whatever seventh graders call a girlfriend, which really isn't anything. It's just somebody that I look at every now and then, and every day I give them a hug, and I'm like, yeah, I think this is dope. This is what romance is. Anyways, she used to get really upset at me because she would say, I feel like you're always getting ready to say something. And I can see you mentally decide not to and then say some like trash that doesn't mean anything. She was like, I wish you would just say stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna work on that. And then I didn't. I'm just saying, most of us all want to hear the parts that you're like, I'm not gonna say that. Obviously, a filter is useful sometimes, but it's just, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Lindsay. But this is, for a lot of reasons, I think it's just been whooped out of me. being forthcoming has been whooped out of me. Anybody else gotten like some pretty good whoopings in their childhood, and now they're just like messed up? They're like, there's like you operate your life now as an adult. You like make decisions based off of whether or not you might get whooped, even though it's like, what the heck? Like, I'm an adult. You can't whoop me now. How do we unwhoop it out of you? Says Lindsay. That's funny. We love good corporal punishment, says Dar. Yeah. Nighty night medley 001. I thought about doing something similar. Okay, Jaime, I know you probably weren't around in a lot of the Instagram streams when the streams used to happen at 6 p.m. The streams used to happen around 6 or 7 p.m. when it was night, and the angle was like from my windowsill. It was portrait mode, and it was a little bit noisier because the kids were outside playing. But I used to do that all the time. And then I switched over to it being a morning stream somewhat recently, like in the past couple of years. Oh, I'm so hungry. Oh, crap. Okay. Gabriel says, filters out of low self-esteem are bad. Filters out of low self-esteem are bad. But filtration out of using your head is healthy. You should be conscious of your language. Yeah, this is true. This is true. I agree with it. What about donate? May I send it to you, says Sevka? You can if you want, Sevka. You can if you want. I'm not going to ask you for anything. I've earned nothing. I've earned nothing but maybe a little bit of attention and a few moments of your time, which you have already given me, and so I appreciate you. You can send, though, if you want. But, Sevka, are you going to be in tomorrow's stream? Maybe save it for tomorrow's stream. Maybe I'll make something that you like, huh? Huh? Maybe I'll make a song you like. Yeah, then I'll have earned it. I'll have earned it instead of just sitting around talking for a while. I have to go, says Ava. Before I go, I want to leave you guys with a powerful visual, and that is Princess Mononoke, but the wolves are Clifford the Big Red Dog. Who are Clifford's parents? Ah, screw that dog. Okay, anyways, that is a very powerful image. It's a very cute Chinese animated film about food, family, and betrayal, says Ava. I am so hungry, guys. I do have to start winding down this stream before things get weird. Thank you for that visual, Ava. One of these days, I'm going to have a whole stream based off of whoopings. Sevka says Cold by Azuria. Ooh. With Azuria, sorry. Oh, Sevka, you missed Sky. Azuria Sky was in the stream earlier. I think that's it. Yeah. Sevka, what's... Oh man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I've gotta do a lot more than play Serious Sky Cold. Sevka, what do I do? Sevka, you gotta tell me what to do. I don't know what to do. That's a lot of money. I don't know how much that is in Russia, but over here that's like you just like bought like three Mii's. Um Christ. Okay. Oh, cool. Uh, okay, it's $3. It's $3. Okay, cool. Jesus Christ. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. You can't be buffer, Virgil. Ooh, I like that reference. That scared the heck out of me. Thank you so much, Sevka. You've given me a heart attack and a good morning. I'm gonna use that money to buy English muffins, which I think I'm gonna start incorporating in my daily breakfast routine. I did get a couple Virgils yesterday. I did. I thank you. I thank you all. I'm but a humble nobody trying to play a thing or two for you. I was thinking about paying off rent for a minute. Oh crap, rent was due yesterday. Sorry. Thanks for the reminder, Cypher. I haven't paid my rent. No, English Mushroom for Tea Time says the Easy Door. There's no tea time here, but there is eviction here. That is a thing that we do. And so crap, it's July. I just feel like June didn't even happen. I'm sorry if I don't miss a sandwich or burgers. It's okay. It's okay, Sevka. Aw. Sevka, you are much appreciated. Always. Always and forever. Thank you. You're so far away, and you give me so much joy. One of these days, that ain't gonna be Russian rubles, but USD. I'm laughing because rubles it's cool. It's a cool word. Rubles? Rublies? You gotta get that automated, says Lindsay. Oh, Lindsay. Let's talk about automatic withdrawals from my bank account. Let's talk about Chase Bank sending me text messages because my account's overdrafted. Ooh, ooh, talk about a sensual text. Somebody saying, hey, by the way, you have negative $15, so we're going to charge you another $15 because you don't have it. Yeah, I'm afraid of anything coming out of my bank account automatically now. The only things that come out of my bank account automatically, Lindsay, are Netflix and... crap. Netflix, I guess that's it. That's the only thing I don't actively pay for every month. Everything else I like go and make the payment. And I think that's just because Netflix is so cheap that I'm like, hey man, if I don't have like $9 in my bank account, I mean, just kill me at that point. But also, can you pay as you go with Netflix? You probably can. I didn't know if there was an option to do so. Anywho, thank you everybody, and thank you Sevka. I do really appreciate you. Sevka says the word Roblox, which is a game that my music is in, not by my consent or anything, but I will say that my music being in Roblox has been more of a benefit to me than a detriment to me. I think I've made quite a bit of maybe younger fans from Roblox games than I would have from, I don't know, walking around the beach shouting my username out loud. Gabriel says hush hour. Gabriel's edging me to the end of the stream. Just pushing me off the cliff, huh? BNA is coming to Netflix. Welcome to Your Academia. Is that what that is? No, that's B and H A. What's B and A? What is that? Hey, what's B and A, Gabriel? Hmm. Somebody's asking me if I ever do something. If I ever do what? I mean, brand new animal. Oh, says Gabriel. An anime by Yoshinari. Word up. My mom still delivers our rent via check to the Dropbox. I really like your mom all of a sudden. Oh, that sounds like such a good person. Oh, wow. You know, I paid my rent by money order until 2017. Um, because I thought that if I hand delivered stuff, my mom taught me as a kid that if you add humanity to the equation, it forces people to like treat you well, right? Like instead of applying for things online, like go and like deliver the application to them so they can see your face, so they know who they're rejecting, or like it forces them to see you as a person. So I would go and pay my rent in person because I was like, I want them to know who I am, what I look like, how I speak, the things I'm going through in my life. Maybe that'll help me if things ever get rough. It didn't, but I think that that's still true. I think that's still true. Um, okay, okay. Word up, Penelo Leo. I mean, they also made Promare, right? So that was good. Have you ever done the mixtape thing where you pass out copies of your work in a busy city center? I've never done that. I have never done that. That's a part of the music industry that I've never particularly been in. And I'm grateful for that. I've never been the guy like hawking my music out and like out of the trunk of my car. I didn't mean to sound rushing. I thought you were going to end it. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not going to end it yet. I haven't even gone over news. Word up, Gabriel, though. Omni, do you know a little Tekka? I don't. I don't know Little Tekka. What is that? What is that, Sevka? Um, that's not how it works, says Dar. People will be mean in your face. LMAO. That's what I've always seen happen. True, true, Dar. True. I think that the reason that my mom has a point is because it's easier to be dismissive and cruel to people who you haven't had any type of face-to-face interactions with. And it doesn't always, it's not black and white, but it is easier. In the same way that you guys, I have interactions with regularly. So if like I make a song and Maddie doesn't listen to it, it feels somewhat more personal than if I make a song and some rando on Twitter who does like my music and follows me doesn't click play. It's just like, whatever. But if I'm like coming into the stream and like Maddie's like, I haven't listened to the newest Quarantunes, I'm like, okay, well, please do. Um, Director of Programmable Omni, did the users from Roblox ask? No, they did not. And then I took action, and then afterwards they asked, and then I gave them consent. It was a whole nightmare, but whatevs. Usually not normal people, says Star, but like managers and bosses, they will look you in your eyes and then screw you over. This is true. This is true, Dar. I guess it's just a thing that has to be learned. Is production stream tomorrow, says Mance. I'm sorry I missed your answer to this. Production stream is tomorrow for stream number 170, which also falls on a Friday, which I think I'm going to do the production streams every Friday instead of every 10 streams. But in any case, tomorrow is both of those. It's a 10th stream, and it is a Friday. Um, yes, it's how it's my love, it's your love. Oh, is it a word? Oh, are you explaining? Is it a little Sevka? Hmm. Oh. Anyways, Dar says you have this responsibility now. Okay, okay, okay. Time to reveal my secret. I've never listened to your music. I just fake it. That's fine, Maddie. I don't even make my music. How about that? Can I say something, says Gabriel? I think maybe you should say somewhere that you want people to ask you to use your work nicely. I think you could save those issues if you'd ask. Uh, you can say that, Gabriel, and I appreciate you saying that. And Gabriel, I did do that for several years, and it did absolutely squat. So I don't think that's how that works. For example, Gabriel, and I think that you're giving people the benefit of the doubt, which I am a proponent of. I do like giving people the benefit of the doubt as much as I can. But I think that a lot of the people that end up stealing my music aren't even people that are on my social media. They're not people that are regularly checking what Omni thinks about or cares. I don't know how to get that message to them. Usually it's just somebody that hears a song, they rip the song, they use the song, whether they saw it on YouTube or they saw it somewhere. They're usually not reading my bio or like, you know. So even if I put in my Twitter bio, please don't steal from me, please. Pretty please. I own the copyright to these songs, not for you, not for you. Like if I put that in like my Instagram and Twitter bio, it's just I just don't think the people that are stealing from me do care about that. And I wish that they did. And I appreciate you, Gabriel, for caring about things like that. Because you are a rarity, Gabriel. Um, um, yeah, and also people steal your art out of spite too. Dar, that's another thing to think about, Gabriel. Like the people that I have gone after, sometimes after they stole stuff, and then I've like nicely asked them to not, they have then gone like they like double downed on it. So like, you know, I am into giving people the benefit of the doubt. I just, you know, people are whack sometimes. But you're not one of them, Gabriel, so I appreciate that. A piece of candy embedded bonbon into my juice. Whoa, that's funny. Whoa, that's very funny. Cyber made a very funny joke. That's weird. That's weird. Okay. I'm glad that people on the stream have like a very similar sense of humor that I do, because I regularly feel like my sense of humor is very esoteric. Okay. Sevka says, Dar, if you now your nickname in Russian said like gift. Oh, because Dar is a gift. Oh, gifts. Gifts. I am a gift, says Dar. Oh, self-aware. Well, you don't have to earn. I will earn. I will earn. I will earn that gift, Dar. Don't you worry about it. I'm working on it. Every day. Wow, why is Sevka so eloquent? Sevka's so nice. Sevka, what time is it where you are? If you don't mind me asking. sponsorship I lost. Ooh, we could just do a whole stream about all the sponsorships that I've lost. Wait, did I miss what time it was in Russia? Or where Sevka is? Can somebody tell me what time it was? Who are you currently sponsored by? It says Jaime. I'm currently sponsored by DJ Tech Tools, which makes the MIDI fighter, which is why I have two MIDI fighters. I'm sponsored by Yamaha, which makes this and that and these things over there, which is why I have done a lot of stuff for Yamaha. I'm also sponsored by FL Studio, which is why my particular copy of FL Studio has all the like bells and whistles on it. Bells and whistles, which by the way, I don't really use. You know, I kind of use the bare bones stuff, but anyways. I feel like there's one more. FL Studio, Yamaha, DJ Tech Tools. Technically, I'm sponsored by the clothing brand, like HGC. That shirt that I wear sometimes, the striped shirt that says "Black by popular demand." That was a sponsorship deal, and I think that's it. Everything else is gone. They're all gone, guys. The Honest Tea sponsorship is gone. The Urban Outfitters sponsorship is gone. The Verizon sponsorship is gone. The Samsung sponsorship fell right through. But it's okay. Oh, it's 2056 in Switzerland. I live in Orel. It's a small city in Russia. And it's 22 p.m. right now, which is pretty late at night, I guess. I'm glad that it's not like in the middle of the night, though, you know? But thank you for being awake, and thank you for being in the stream, Sevka. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. You're good people, Sevka. You're good people. I like Sevka a lot. Anyways, Liana says, why didn't Little Caesars come through with a sponsor? Questions, Liana. We've got questions. No answers there. The answer there, though, honestly, is that Little Caesars, the powers that be inside Little Caesars, are not exactly plugged into youth. And when I say they're not plugged into youth, I mean there's a lot of companies that just are like, we want to sell our thing. And then there's some companies like, you know, Taco Bell or Vans or whatever that are like, we want to sell our thing, but we also want to be cool. We know who our demographic is, and our demographic is kids, so like maybe if we sponsor some kids or do things that the kids will like, we'll make it cool. Little Caesars seems pretty bent on being a family company, so they don't do a lot of like sponsorships of like musicians or anything like that. They're like, we'll sponsor a NASCAR person, we'll sponsor this like Boy Scout troop, we'll sponsor things like that. We'll like help build this arena or this stadium. But I feel like Little Caesars is missing, and wow, this was not supposed to be a speech. I feel like Little Caesars is missing a very vital proponent. For example, think about Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box was basically the antithesis for a long time to McDonald's. You think about McDonald's, it's a clown. Ha 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 ha, bring all the children. And then you think of like Jack in the Box, and yes, it's kind of a clown. He's got like a clown face, but he's dressed in a suit. He's talking about his quality of his products. Listen here, I'm in a board meeting. I'm Jack in the Box. My name's Jack. But then there became this weird like skewing where Jack in the Box started realizing that the people that actually ate Jack in the Box were not families so much as they were people that were hungry at 2 a.m. and just wanted to fill their bodies with grease and trash. And so they started making things called like the Munchie Box. So they started started having burgers that had like beer cheese and onion rings and jalapeno poppers in them. They're like, this is what you want, right? Trash. And it worked well for them. They know exactly who their demo is. I think that Little Caesars' demographic is people who don't have money and don't particularly need quality of product. We just need melted cheese, baby. We need melted cheese and we need it to be $5. And I think that if they really looked at who their demographic was, they could change some of their branding, not be a completely new company, but change some of their branding to target that demographic. Like, hey, maybe let's stay open later at night because we know that the people that eat us are going to be awake at night and want a whole pizza for $5. Or hey, maybe let's sponsor like some skater kid or some Vine kid or something like that. I feel like Little Caesars is missing that because they think their demo is happy families, and I'm not saying families don't eat Little Caesars. I'm just saying that Little Caesars does not care about being seen as cool. There, that makes sense. They don't care about being seen as cool. They want to be seen as a quality bargain, like a value. They want to be seen as a value more than they want to be seen as cool. And that is why I do not have a Little Caesars sponsorship. They don't really sponsor anybody. Sure, Little Caesars has sent me some stuff for free, but that's just because I like basically harassed the Twitter account. And when I say harassed, I mean very lightly. Like, I would just tweet at them a lot. And then they sent me, like, for example, the towel that's on my wall is from them. Or I have like a little plushie somewhere around here that's like, actually, where is my plushie? I have like a Little Caesars. Oh, he's up in the top of the closet, but I have like a Little Caesars plushie. So, yeah, but no official sponsorship, no. A classic example of that, says Gabriel, is YouTubers who thought their demo was kids, so they made their works to be more kid-friendly and became even more for children and more until it became infantile. Ooh, yes. Oh. Word. But they're talking about usually when you don't. I missed the top bit. I see what you're talking about with part one. Like basically, hyper. Like the singling out of a demographic. I see what you're saying and how it can be bad. How it can go down a bad way. But I would argue that we live in a capitalist society. Guys, thanks for this time. I must go eat. Pelmeni and borscht? I don't know what that is. Sounds fun, though. Please enjoy your meal, Sevka. I hope to see you in a future stream. Bye, Sevka. You're absolutely right, though, Gabriel, where sometimes, like, pinpointing a part of your demographic and then catering only to them and being, like, basically a fan service machine, like Supernatural, the TV show that I don't like anymore, sometimes that can be alienating to other parts of your demographic. Absolutely, you're right, Gabriel. I'm not saying that Little Caesars should turn into some like weird stoner company that's just like, we like, our core demographic is like poor college kids. Let's just be that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they could be a little bit more flexible in their optics of their demographic. Instead of alienating one like they do, they could be just a little bit more flexible. Which is the same thing with Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box is just flexible. I don't think that the only people that go to Jack in the Box are people, at 3 a.m. high out of their minds, I want to get a munchie box. I do think that, other people eat Jack in the Box. You know. Okay. Manny says, anytime I exit a room, I'm saying, gays, thank you for this time. Oh. Yeah, I saw it too. We know it was a typo, but it was very sweet. I like Sevka. For those of you, if Sevka's gone now, I hope they enjoy their meal. But for those of you that don't know, Sevka sent me a message, quite a while ago, like a pretty long time ago. I very rarely go into my Instagram, I don't want to embarrass them, but I very rarely go into my Instagram, requests. When people send me a message on Instagram, I very rarely open it. But sometimes I'll go in there. And anyways, I was going there and open it, and Sevka sent me a video message of himself just talking about one of my songs, and he had this super thick Russian accent, and it's like a kid, and I was like, how on earth? Just how? What is happening? You make a song, I'm just making tunes in my room. I've never been to Russia, but the way things are going, I might never even get to go to Russia, but this kid like doesn't even kind of like my music, like really, really likes my music, and I'm just like, I was blown away, and so I've just been like, that kid's so dope. I've been like enamored with that kid. As like weird as that probably sounds, I know. He's really cool, and it's like, man, Russia. Think about all the times. There's so many times when like I was a kid and I really liked like I don't know a Japanese act, or I really liked a French act or something like that. Yeah, that's Sevka. Liana, that's Sevka. That's the person. I feel like when I was a kid, I would like listen to, yeah, I don't know, some like foreign act, but I would never get to talk to that act. There's so many acts. Oh, can we talk about acts, guys? I've been dying to talk about acts. We're past hour 3, so I'm gonna keep it brief, but there are so many bands, guys. There are so many bands in the world, and particularly there's one called Shoujo Skip. Now, if you want to listen to Shoujo Skip, they're out there. It's kind of like dream poppy, shoegazy J-rock band. I love them. I love them. It hurts me how much I love them, because I can still remember the day, guys. I had just gotten out of class. This was college time, and there was this place by my college called Casey's. Wait, what was it called? Casey Moore's Oyster House, but it was actually a bar. I don't know why it was called an oyster house. I mean, I'm sure they had oysters. I just never saw anybody eating an oyster. Anyways, I went to Casey Moore's and I was meeting up because it was like college. It was very TV-esque, like a bunch of like drunk, super tanned Arizona white kids getting, plastered, and me carrying my composition book and my messenger bag, and when I had my smaller glasses, and I was just like, one Shirley Temple, please. And it was a nice, cool day in Arizona, which was very rare. And then I remember walking into the comic book shop next door, and they had these figurines for Umbrella Academy. That if you don't know the comic book Umbrella Academy, it's fine. It's some comic book, and there's like a Netflix show about it now. But they had little figurines of it, and I remember picking those up, and I was like, I think I'm gonna buy these. Like, I like this comic. And Shoujo Skip was paying, and I went up to the girl that worked there, which at the time we were like really cool. And I went up to the girl that was working there, and I was like, "Do you know what this is?" And she was like, "No. I mean, just the dude that owns this place like puts on like his own like little playlist." And I was like, "Could you check, please?" And she like went to the bag, and she was like, "Something called Shoujo Skip." And I was like, "Oh, this is so cool! I can't wait to go home and like find this band." And so I went home, and couldn't find them. Basically, it was a different time. It was harder to find music. Spotify, I think they didn't have music on iTunes, and I was like, well, if it's not on iTunes, I guess it doesn't exist. And so I couldn't find the music. And recently I looked up Shoujo Skip, and like I think their last show was like in 2017. I think they're broken up, honestly. Like their website is like dead, like it's not inactive now. And it's just really sad because maybe they broke up because, they didn't like each other anymore. Maybe they broke up because the band just wasn't doing well. But it's like they have no idea that some random boy in Arizona in the USA, like, loved them and, like, needed a show. Like, I would have gone to a show. I would have bought all the merch. I would have done anything. And it's just, they'll never know that I exist. And I think about Sevka, and it's like, if I didn't do these streams, if I didn't have Instagram and stuff like that, I would never know that kid exists or that he likes my music. So, the internet's pretty cool sometimes. It's really a good time. You're right, Gabriel. It's really cool to be able to like talk to some people that you admire online and learn some stuff. Okay, I'm gonna have to head out, says Maddie. Yeah, we're gonna have to close it down here because I'm getting a lot of work-based text, and I think people are freaking out a little bit because normally I would be done by now and be working. So. I have some releases out. One's called Ego Death. The other one's called Quick Breath. They can be found on Bandcamp, SoundCloud too. Whoa. I almost said SoundCloud, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Super Smash Bros. I don't know why my brain went there. Sorry. Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon MP3, Tidal, Groove, Deezer, Pandora, Napster, and YouTube are all of the platforms you can hear my music on. We're on YouTube right now, so you can see some videos that I've made, for example, the Quarantunes ones, some of which I'll be breaking down tomorrow in the production stream, which is going to happen at 9 a.m., just like today's stream did. It'll probably be just as long. Stream number 170. Music confirmed for Smash? No. Whoa, who's sponsored by Nintendo? I never thought about that. Does Nintendo sponsor musicians? That would be weird, but kind of cool. Thank you for being in the stream, Isadora. I appreciate you. We always miss you when you can't make it, so I'm glad you're able to make it to this one. I hope things are a little safer and dope where you are, too. Thirsty Thursday. You know I'll have one. I think they do have a sponsor program, says Jaime about Nintendo. Nintendo sponsors gamers. Indeed. I didn't know Sevka was still here. That song is called Hush Hour, and I wrote it in Hong Kong. Thank you, everybody, for being so respectful and polite. Respectful to me, and polite to each other. It was a pretty decent stream. No arguments, no nastiness. I mean, as is usual. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their morning and their Thursday. Tomorrow is the production stream. Just a reminder again. So if you had any production questions, tomorrow is the best stream to bring them up in because I can show you guys in real time whatever the answer may or may not be. But yeah, as always, I appreciate you guys, and I hope you are safe and happy wherever you are. I'm gonna go put some food in my gullet because I'm dying. I am absolutely crushed with hunger. I mean, I can't have borscht. I can't have whatever Sevka is eating. Bye, Peas Bean. Bye, Peas Bean. Peas Bean caught the end. Aww. I will, Peas Bean. Go get something to eat, everybody. Abo. Oh, Lindsay hitting the full Abo.